Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Oh, that's me. Oh. Well, since I don't want to do Sayori's voice anymore, whose voice do you want to do? So who would you?
Okay, Yuri or Monika then.
Alright. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
Don't be rude. I know what's up. It's fine, don't force yourself. I know it's trash bag.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Is it that obvious? Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
That's rude, Yuri. So is that bad? See, trash bag.
No! Did I just raise my voice again? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries herself in her hands. Her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
She is cutting my writing style up, yo. God, dog. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's rude.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
I bet you would. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Woo! Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Oh, she's spitting them bars. Did that say bathing? Yeah. Bathing, y'all. My bad. I told you I read it at 3rd grade level. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Ooh, talk that talk, Yuri. Calms. It say calms?
I think, yeah, that's punctuation, so that's calm. Oh. Yeah.
Calms.
No, just calm, right?
What is that?
I thought that was just punctuation.
That look like a J.
No, that's like the,
calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, she got them bars. That was a great poem.
Yeah, pretty good.
Great bars.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
You do, goddamn. You ain't know what you said. It's alright, though. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah! Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Spit that game, boy.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. It was dope. I can't lie. You got them bars, girl. You ever thought about rapping? Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Okay.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, B-Mark.
My understanding level, my comprehension skills is on a 3rd grade level as well. I didn't know that. My bad, girl. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Told you, me and B-Bar can sync.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
Okay. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Don't count too long. Dang! Lord have mercy, I ain't ready for Sayori, so that's Yoooo and Monika.
I mean, whatever one you want to do. Hi, B-Mark. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. What's she talking about? I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in, facts.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, B-Mark.
Why she lean like that? She Michael Jackson doing that dance. What kind of center of gravity she got going on?
Oh, you're stupid. Okay. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
I guess. We neighbors.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Nah. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. even if you show it in different ways. I mean, it ends up being more similar than you think.
Huh?
So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
That's not the vibe you're supposed to get, Monica. Big turtle shell eyes. Look like you got Pokeballs in your eyes. You sure you're not reading into it too much? See?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own, I guess. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
What you talking about? I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you, you know?
I get it.
Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I guess that.
Yeah, you did.
Haha.
Anyways, do you want to read my poem now or what?
Yeah, come on with it.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Yeah. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident.
No, you don't.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
Facts. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hey, girl, ain't nobody tell you to write a book. Hole in the wall, hole in the wall, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle, what? The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. Oh, did you catch the bars right there? Oh my God. But it's too late. My retinas. She said her retinas. God dang, not your retinas, girl. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever and... Huh?
It was too deep. You said what?
Oh, shoot. It was too deep. My bad, y'all. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Stamp it up for Monica, y'all. Good job, Monica. I messed up your poem, though.
So, what do you think?
You ever tried rapping? You want to join my label or something like that? Yeah, I got a label coming out. Doki Doki Adventures. You ain't trying to get in that? LLC? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
At least you're honest. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently or something. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
That boy, people don't know what epiphany is. Girl, don't be using them big words that scare me. And if I'm scared, I feel threatened.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's what Monica's writing tip of the day is. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Duh. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of freaking ink.
Monica, what the freak are you talking about?
I don't know.
That was obvious.
So just move your hand and go with the freaking flow.
She out here talking nonsense.
That's my advice for today.
Get out of my face.
Thanks for listening.
Move.